Oh, future me, just give me a quick edition of my daily video gratitude journal. I'm gonna try to make it short. It's kind of late, so after 9 o'clock, so it's past my bedtime. I was grateful for another day this morning, and I was sitting here pondering, going through different rabbit holes. Like I said, this Conformity year of the Doctrine and Covenants, or church history, gives rise to a lot of my church history or historical type journeys down rabbit holes. It's been an interesting year. I'm thankful for those wise souls who leave us their wisdom. I like to get into the thoughts. People like C.S. Lewis or Tolkien or Marcus Aurelius or whoever. There's a lot of wise people out there, and the technology allows me to access their writings. Is amazing. I couldn't do that just a few years ago. For as their laws and their governments were established by the voice of the people, and they who chose evil were more numerous than they who chose good, therefore they were ripening for destruction, for the laws had become corrupted. They could not be governed by the law, nor justice, save it were to their destruction. Kind of familiar to our day and to all days, actually. I was looking at a quote from John Adams. He wrote back in 1798, "We have no government armed with power capable of contending with human passion, unbridled by morality and religion. Avarice, ambition, and revenge would break the strongest cores of our Constitution as a whale goes through a net. Our Constitution was made only for a moral people. It is wholly inadequate for the government of any other. So without moral principles, the rule of law and of the Constitution will be useless to us in this day." King Messiah also warned of this. He said, "If the time comes that the voice of the people does choose iniquity, then it is the time that the judgments of God will come upon you." And let's remember, good government depends on the goodness of its citizens. So we not just pray for our leaders to make righteous choices, we pray for our citizens to turn to God in a moral choice. We as a people must turn to Christ in all that we do. And I was reading Sister Wright's talking this morning. She said, without Jesus Christ, there's no power to change, no purpose to aspire to, no reconciliation of the travails of life. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we in agreement. When the outflowing scourge shall pass through, it should not come unto us, for we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. Wise Isaiah. Do we feel our nation too strong to fail? Are we swollen up with pride of our hearts and materialism, and we listen to our own echo chambers, thinking all is well? The passages have application to many areas, so we must not allow ourselves to fall under falsehoods or false visions of how things really are. For you're the children of Israel and the seed of Abraham, you must needs be led out of bondage, power, and with an outstretched arm. And as your fathers were led at first, even so the redemption of Zion be. Things were at a tipping point in Missouri now, and this please come follow me. All the Latter-day Saints who had purchased or received land down there from the bishop were forced to be driven out, and they were scattered to 3 or 4 different counties north of Jackson County. And they were commanded by the Lord to gather men together to go down to Missouri to aid the people down there. The 2 men from came up to Ohio to tell Joseph of the trials there. He received that revelation that to gather yourselves together into the land of Zion. But verily I give unto you a commandment. I give unto you that you shall not go up to the land of Zion until you have attained 100 of the strength of my house to go up to the land of Zion. Actually, he asked for 500. If you can't come up with 500, come up with 400. Can't come up with 400, need at least 100. And the people came up, only about 200 people volunteered. There were two groups coming up there from Kirtland down to Missouri. Actually, one from Kirtland, one from Michigan. Hiram, Joseph's brother, led one from Michigan. And they later joined up together somewhere in Missouri. It's kind of sad, only 200 people volunteered to go to Zion to redeem it. It was called at first Zion's Camp, and later became Camp of Israel, and later became Zion's Camp because the later group heading out west was called Camp of Israel. So they sort of changed this name. The group was organized to be a defensive party for the purpose of protecting the saints of Jackson County. Their initial plan was to join the Missouri militia that the government had promised them, and with the militia helping reestablish them in their homes, and then this Zion's Camp would stay there to help protect them from future attacks. Sinners would read how women and children also joined. About 25 of them joined. These members were influential, helped cook and clean, and provide sort of civilizing influence upon the camp. And also another sad thing was Joseph asked for some support, monetary support for the Zion's Camp heading down there. They only got about $150 or so, but a sister, I forget her name, she came up with $150 to give to the Zion's Camp to provide for their needs or supplies, provisions to go down there. But anyways, that's all I have for today. Samson started about this Zion's Camp. Its whole purpose is interesting, and results was also interesting too, which I'll get into tomorrow. Anyways, good night. Love you. Bye.